Hi there, everyone. I'm Laurie Barraco, and it's time for my predictions for the week of June 4th, 2017. And the deck that I use is the Gilded Royale Tarot by Cyril Marchetti. And this week, it looks like some challenges or situations that may have paralyzed us or where we have given away our power are going to come full circle. And what I mean by that is that we're going to see something that really would maybe throw us for a loop or two, and it may have caused us to spend some time to try to recover, and maybe some situations that we have had anxiety over because it just kind of pushes some buttons and causes us to kind of spiral a little bit. We're going to see those situations pop up this week, maybe one or two pop up this week, and we're going to be able to have the opportunity to take a step back and see how it doesn't affect us and influence us in the way that it had before. And this is where we get to kind of celebrate and stand in the energy of self-empowerment, self-growth, self-mastery, and say, wow, now I do see some of the progress within myself. And wow, how far I've come. And that is sometimes just something, just a little bit of something that we need to validate that, hey, this challenging situation will pass, because as this other situation has resurfaced again, it doesn't affect me in the way that it did before. And that, my friends, is what it's all about. It's growing, evolving, shifting, and doing things differently for ourselves and as we interact with others. That is why we're here, to grow, evolve, to share love, to remember how awesome we truly are. All right, so the first card we have is the Nine of Swords reversed. And in this reversed position, this, to me, the message is fearlessness. I am fearless, and I don't have as much anxiety and worry over the situation. I have courage. So fearlessness. If this card was this way, we would see that, oh, with the swords, these thoughts, these thoughts, these fears, they are challenging me, and they're, in a way, they're paralyzing me. But this week, it's reversed. So no worry around that. The next card that we have is the Magician reversed. And in this instance, this only enhances this message of those fears paralyzing us, or me, or holding me back. And in this situation, both of these cards are reversed. So not the case this week, not the case in a couple of situations. The last card that we have is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles has to do with taking our time, paying attention to details, really being thorough with the task at hand. And the way I see that applying to this week's message is something maybe before that you said, I can't touch this, I don't even want to deal with this. Maybe I'll gloss around it and just tiptoe around it. Whereas now we're sinking our teeth in, we're digging deep, and we're working through whatever's popping up, or embracing the situation of what's happening in the moment. All right, so that is a huge blessing this week. Again, the theme is mastery of self. All right, so my psychic tip for this week has to do with crystals. My suggestion for this week has to do with creating an energetic connection with someone. And here's a really cool exercise that you can do with someone else. I encourage you to use two of the same crystals. It can be a tumbled crystal, it could be a clear quartz, it could be any shape, but you want to make sure that it's the same type of crystal. So I would say choose rose quartz, to lapis lazulis, to moonstones. And what you're going to do is you're going to work with a partner. Now the person that, and you're going to work with a partner, and we're going to work with telepathy. So, and when we work with telepathy, it's enhancing our psychic abilities of being able to receive information that's nonverbal, non-physical. and to communicate in that way. So if you are the receiver of the information, the one giving the messages, you're going to hold, say, that moonstone in your left hand. The person that is being read is going to hold the crystal in their right hand. The left hand receives, the right hand sends. And by each holding that same crystal, the same type of crystal, you're creating an energetic link to each other. So if you wanted to switch places, then afterwards, switch hands. If you are being read, you're going to hold it and you're sending energy and information, you're going to hold in your right hand. If you're the one reading, you're going to and receiving information, you're going to hold it in your left hand. All right, I invite you to play around with this because truthfully, practice is playing, it's getting that experience in there, and the more that you do these types of activities, the stronger your psychic messages will become. All right, everyone, I'm Laurie Barraco. I will see you next week. Namaste.